Bruce Lee revolutionized martial arts by challenging the deeply rooted traditions that dominated the practice for centuries. His philosophy of combat was not merely about defeating opponents, but about evolving the art itself. At the heart of his approach was the principle of innovation over tradition, a mindset that continues to inspire martial artists and athletes worldwide. Breaking free from tradition in the mid-20th century, martial arts were often bound by rigid forms and stylistic doctrines. Many practitioners adhered strictly to the techniques and forms handed down through generations, believing them to be the ultimate expression of combat. However, Bruce Lee saw limitations in these traditional approaches. He famously stated, "Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, and add what is uniquely your own." Lee believed that adhering to tradition for its own sake stifled creativity and adaptability. In a real combat situation, there is no room for rigid forms or ceremonial movements. Instead, he advocated for fluidity, practicality, and efficiency, qualities he encapsulated in his martial art philosophy, Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. The birth of Jeet Kune Do. Jeet Kune Do was not a new martial art style, but a way of thinking about combat. It emphasized the importance of adapting techniques to fit the practitioner and the situation, rather than forcing the practitioner to conform to a fixed style. Bruce Lee integrated elements from various martial arts, including boxing, fencing, and kung fu, creating a hybrid system that prioritized effectiveness over adherence to tradition. For instance, Lee admired the footwork and striking techniques of Western boxing, incorporating them into his training. He also adopted fencing concepts, like interception, where one counters an opponent's attack before it fully develops. This interdisciplinary approach made Jeet Kune Do a dynamic and evolving philosophy. Combat as an expression of individuality. To Lee, combat was not just a physical struggle, but a form of self-expression. He often likened martial arts to jazz music, where improvisation and personal flair create something unique and powerful. The individual is always more important than the system, he would say. Lee encouraged his students to explore and refine their own methods, tailoring their techniques to their strengths and circumstances. This philosophy directly challenged the dogma of many martial arts schools of the time, which often enforced strict hierarchies and standardized forms. By placing innovation and personal growth above tradition, Lee empowered a new generation of martial artists to think independently. Real-world applications. Bruce Lee's emphasis on practicality resonated beyond